Hello, my beautiful midlife sisters. Welcome to episode 59. Today, we are talking about the top two conversations that I have with midlife women because we know that's who I talk to all the time. And it just so happens that all my friends are also in midlife. My clients, they're all in midlife because that's what I do. I specialize in helping women master midlife. And the reason that I wanted to share these conversations with you today is because they keep coming up over and over. And I'm seeing a pattern here. And every single time I walk away from a conversation with a midlife woman, I'm like, damn, there it is again. They're the same things that we're talking about, that people are going through, that we're concerned about, all of it. So let me just share it with you so that when you hear this, you can say to yourself, oh, it's not just me. I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. All of the things. You are in a really good group of women. You're keeping good company. Let me just say that. So the top two things are weight and body. Those are one. That's one, weight and body. And the second thing is travel. It is so amazing, and it could just be because I'm going through midlife, and so I'm experiencing it. So it's on the top of my brain. And when I'm talking to people and noticing things and coaching people, this stuff comes up. So it's like saying to somebody, don't notice red cars, and then all you notice are red cars. So all of the conversations I'm having with people are about these two things, and it's probably because it's on my mind, and I'm obsessed about midlife and helping women through it and learning all about how we can go through it gracefully and just from my personal experience, how can I go through midlife and not have it be a thing, not have it take me down, not have it consume me, not have it be hard or arduous, but just to go through the experience and make it part of what happens when I hit this age. This is how nature flows. And if you've listened to this podcast, you know that I am a big believer in nature. Nature is where I take all my cues from. Nature rules the planet, and our bodies are nature. And so when something is happening in our body, it's for happening for a reason. So there's always like genius behind what Mother Nature does. So when it comes to these two topics, I just started realizing that they're really kind of metaphors for midlife, but for like the weight and the body, the changes that happen in nature. It's a metaphor for health and for creating the best experience as you can through health. And the healthier you are, the better your experiences will be over a longer period of time. Because as we get older, we're thinking, holy cow, how am I going to be able to do these things from a health perspective? So when people first come to me, they talk about weight every single time. So no matter what's going on, it's always about weight. I have a client that we coach on relationships, and she'll say, I don't want to talk about, like, I don't want it to be, a session, a relationship session. And my response is always, it's not about the relationship. That's just happens to be what we're talking about. But the lesson is related to you as a human being and your health and your weight and the future that you're creating for yourself. It just happens to be showing up in the story of relationship conversations. That's all it is. But that's why when we're talking about how we can create the best version of ourselves, it's a holistic thing because it's never just one thing. We're human beings that are very complicated and are made up of very many, many, many systems. And together, when these systems are functioning, this awesomeness happens. And also the second thing is the purpose part of it. So the travel that all these people are talking about is related to our purpose. It's a metaphor for our purpose because our purpose was our kids. And now when I'm having these conversations, before I would talk to the people and be like, oh, Johnny's doing this and Sally's doing that. And now the conversations are, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm going here, I'm going there. And every single conversation I've had with somebody has been about these two things, about their health in disguise of body and weight, and purpose in disguise of traveling. It's like, hey, my kids don't need me as much anymore, so now I'm going to go off and do my things. And that's why these conversations are so important to have, because when we talk about travel, a lot of things that come up are, hey, I used to be this person and I used to do this all the time. And now I'm not sure. Am I still capable of this? Is this still in me? Do I still love this? Am I able to do this? Do I want to do this? And fear comes up a lot just because we've kind of lost touch with that part of ourselves. Now we know it's possible. I truly, truly believe that if you can think it in your brain, you can create it in your life 100%. So if you're having the thoughts about traveling or creating a business or whatever the next steps are for you, then yes, 100% it's possible. The only thing that will stand in your way is your brain and your thoughts about it. So you're the only thing standing in your way. And that's not a problem, because you can change that. You can work on your thoughts, because thoughts are just sentences in your brain that you've created. That's all they are. And when you understand how to really control your brain, control your thoughts, and know that you're the thinker of your thoughts, you're the watcher of your thoughts, you're the creator of your thoughts, anything is possible. So it's really important that we understand what it is that's going on for us and what it really means, and how can we create that in the best way possible for ourselves. So if I'm looking at losing weight, why do I want to lose weight? First of all, in midlife, our body changes. I will do a podcast on this because everybody is talking about it. Everybody doesn't know, everybody's confused on the impact and the role that hormones play in midlife, because that's what's happening. And that's all that's happening is it's a hormonal shift. So it's your body doing what it's designed to do. So we don't want to stop it. We want to just create a space where it can happen as efficiently and quickly and gracefully. I love using that word when talking about midlife, as gracefully as possible. And so the more we support our health, the better off our weight will be, because the weight is just a change in hormones in midlife. That's all it is. When your estrogen levels drop, your body tries to produce and look for hormone estrogen in other spaces. And that's why your body stores fat in your stomach, because that's the spot that it's looking for the estrogen. So it's not just you. Your body's designed to do this. When we're in our reproductive years, it goes from storing fat on our thighs and our hips to our stomach. So you haven't done anything wrong. It's not a problem. It's just, how do we best support our body to do this as efficiently as possible? Because it knows what it's doing. Just like childbirth. If you didn't have somebody helping you have a baby, guess what? Your body would have that baby anyway. Why? Because your body knows how to do it. You didn't have to study. You didn't have to go to school for it. Your body just naturally knows how to do it. And that's what we're want to tap back into and rely on when it comes to getting through midlife. So when we talk about the weight gain, what we're really talking about, what people are really concerned about, is their health, because they're noticing when they have that weight gain, they're thinking differently about themselves. They're not able to do the things that they used to do. They're slowing down. Things are getting harder. And they're thinking about it from a place of like, here's what I want to be doing. Here's what I'm aiming to do. Here's what I'm the new things that I'm incorporating into my life, and how can I be able to do those? So when it comes to travel, because I was just traveling and I did notice that my body was a little bit different. And so my thoughts are, I'm in training. I always think like I'm in training. When I was pregnant, I was in training for having a baby. Like, how can I best prepare my body to have this baby and then to bounce back after? And it's the same for traveling. If I love traveling, how can I best train my body for traveling? Like, I want to surf, so I train for surfing. I want to walk everywhere and do all the hikes and allow myself to get from A to B by using my body, walking, biking, whatever that is. So how do I train for that? How do I make it functional training? And I want to build muscle because I want to stay strong and I want to keep my bones strong. And so those are the things that I think about when I create my daily habits, when I create my daily habits for allowing me to live this life that I want to live in my midlife. And that is what we're thinking about is health and wellness. And as people get older, 55, 65, that once you start talking to people who are getting close to 60, all they're talking about is their health. That's all that they care about because now they have the freedom to do all the things that they've wanted to do, but it could be their body that's slowing them down or that they question, is this capable? Is this possible for me? Am I capable of doing this? And so as we're going through midlife, we want to be focusing on these fabulous things. How can we best support ourselves? What are we creating in the best self-actualized version of ourselves? What do we see ourselves doing? And then how do I best support my body to create that for myself? And that is health for sure. The two solutions are like the second one is like the second thing that people talk about the most is the travel. So that's the purpose. The metaphor is the purpose. What do I want to do with my life? So one is like weight, body, how do I do it? And the other one is like, what do I want to do? The transition into the next stage. And that's the metaphor of like travel. That's me having a purpose. So when my kids dump me and don't need me anymore, and I feel like that was my purpose in life, then I'm without a purpose. And so I want to refine that purpose, and travel can be that's what that becomes for us. And I'm using that as an example. You can put whatever, you could put volunteering, you could put creating a business or learning a new skill, picking up other habits. Like you could put whatever you want in there. I'm just going to use travel because that keeps coming up in conversations over and over and over again. And so for these two things, here's the top two solutions. One is the nutrition. Now, all you have to do, if you did nothing else except for this would help support you through midlife and through your new adventures that you want to go on. Your nutrition, just eat whole, clean foods. Our food industry is designed to make more money. They're not designed to worry about your health. They're not sitting around the table going, how can we make Heather healthier so she could live a long, happy life? They're sitting around the table going, how can we make our food more addictive so Heather buys more of our food and we make more money? You see the disconnect there? So we are our biggest advocates. We always want to know that they don't have our best interest in mind. We have our best interest in mind. And so the the thing that you do every day is you eat food 2 to 3 times a day. So you are making the biggest leaps towards your health and longevity and an amazing life by the food decision you make every single meal. Every single meal makes a difference, and it's accumulative, and that's how powerful nutrition is. Nutrition holds the key to everything. If your body is in homeostasis, meaning it's fully balanced, remember nature is just balance. So if your body's in homeostasis, it's designed to heal itself. So if it's out of homeostasis, it means too much of something, toxicity, or not enough of something, deficiency, and you just get to figure out which one it is. But if you just followed this one rule, only whole, clean foods, that would help your body get back into homeostasis and then balance itself out. And your hormones are included in this balancing out. The more, um, the more healthy food you eat, the easier it is for your body to balance the hormones that are changing in midlife. So every bite matters. Every bite that you're taking is a step towards balance or unbalance. You get to make every food you eat, every bite you take is making you healthy or it's making you ill. It's a choice that you're making. And when you have that awareness, you take back your health. You take back all of the possibility. You take back all the answers. You are the answer. You have all the answers. Every action you take, every food you eat. So as soon as you realize that, you're taking back all of your power and saying, like, I'm not going to rely on other people to tell me these things. I just know that if I eat whole, clean foods every single day and a variety of them, my body is going to start to balance itself out way easier and quicker and more gracefully than it did before. So that means cutting out the sugar, the flours, and the oils, all the processed foods. Just cook whole, clean, simple foods or eat them raw. Or as you go into summer, fruits are amazing. Fruits are amazing. I will do um, a podcast on hormones and weight and all that. Actually, I just did a masterclass. And so I will put the link in the show notes how you can access that masterclass for free. And it explains all of this. And it's so powerful and so amazing. And it's a game changer. And if you can go into midlife thinking this philosophy, it's never too late. Like you can make the changes now and your body will heal itself. Your body is an adaptogen. It's always like fixing and changing, and it adapts to the environment and the foods and whatever's going on inside your body. And so you know that it's always healing itself. So if you cut your finger, what happens? Your body just heals itself. And it's the same with your gut, your stomach, your digestive system. All of it can heal itself if you give it the right medicine. And food is medicine. Let food be thy medicine, a wise man once said. And it's true. So when I'm helping my clients, now we're starting to think about it from a place of how can I nourish my body so that I can make it as healthy as possible, so that I can go out and have these eat, pray, love adventures and live my best life and not be held back by my physical body. And the other part of it, the other solution is the mindset. What do I get to think about my purpose, my reason for being here? Because if you don't have a purpose, your life is going to be painful and it's going to be horrible and it's going to be very, very hard. You're going to be spinning in confusion. You're going to be in the abyss of purposelessness. I don't even know what I just said, purposelessness, but that's what I'm talking about. You're going to fall into the abyss and never get out. But when you can focus on your mindset, you're also taking back your power because that's all under your control. Nothing is outside of yourself. Everything is within. So when you talk about the two solutions, it's your nutrition and your mindset. And you are running the show for both of those. You are large and in charge for both your nutrition and your mindset. Nutrition can be an easier one because there's a lot of information out there and you can see food and you know that you need to eat every day and you know there's healthy choices and all that. But the mindset is harder because it's the subconscious mind that's running the show. And the subconscious means that we're not aware of it. It's under our consciousness. And so the conscious part of our brain is just a small, small tip of the iceberg. And that's not what's running the show. We think it is, but we're unaware of all the subconscious stuff that's really going on. And so, in order to be successful at working on your mindset, it's really powerful to have somebody else who is not you, another brain, which is not your brain, really look at what's going on and how you created the results that you're getting. Because you cannot use the same thinking, the same brain to solve a problem that got you into that problem in the first place. And that's why, for example, having a life coach can help because that person can stand back and see what's going on in your brain. They can see your mindset and your thinking, and then they can show it to you so that you can become aware of it. Because the first key to change is awareness. As soon as you have awareness, now you can make a change. But when it's running in the subconsciousness of the abyss of the depths of who you are, you're never going to be able to change it because you're just not aware of it. Think of it like this. Every day when you do your morning routine, you brush your teeth and you don't think about brushing your teeth. There's no energy that goes into the how do I brush my teeth? You do it on autopilot. That's subconscious, right? And then as soon as you bring it into the consciousness, like say brush your teeth with your left hand, now it's a conscious thing that you're doing. But before that, it was all running on autopilot. And that's how you're getting the results that you're getting now, is just from not questioning anything, not understanding that it's all been created in your brain with your thoughts, and you have total and complete control over your thoughts. Your thoughts are just sentences that have been created in your brain by you. So you can change them. You are in control of all the thoughts that are going on. You're just taking them from a subconscious level, like, I don't know that that's happening, to like looking at them and going, ah, I'm creating this thought. Why am I creating this thought? What result did I get from it? Do I like that result? No, let's create something else instead. So you're becoming a conscious creator, understanding that it's your thoughts that create your results and you're the creator of your thoughts. So those are the two solutions for this situation, the nutrition and the mindset. And when it comes to midlife, that's the most powerful thing that you can focus on. I started this podcast saying all the conversations I have with women in midlife are based on these two things. And so we know that if we can do the work on our mindset and our nutrition, we're going to set ourselves up for an amazing midlife. We will never be stopped by our physical body not being able to do it or our brain not being able to figure it out because we are on point and we are on the top of our game, understanding that we're in control of all of it and we get to make these decisions. So when we take our power back and have the awareness, everything can change. And I get excited when I talk about this because I just see all the potential and possibility for all of these women in midlife that they can't see for themselves. And it's my job to show them that and to show them the steps to get there so that they can create that for themselves and go out there and live the most powerful and amazing and fabulous midlife that they ever thought possible. Because if you can dream it in your brain, you can create it. Thank you for joining me, my friends. As always, love yourself first and have an amazing day.